Well, welcome back. It's the final game of round 17. It's Carlton, it's Evolution. Just expect good things, as always, these two teams. There's a little bit of a rivalry at the moment, top of the table clash. So you can really expect anything, intensity, great goals, and just... You can't really predict a winning in this situation. Both teams are just almost as good as each other. I'm Joshua Fusco, and I'm back in the commentary box for the first time, and I think it's been so many weeks, and I'm thrilled to be back. I can't wait to bring you this game. As always, leave your thoughts on YouTube, online, about anything, really. I just love speaking to y'all. So, at the moment, the two teams above Evolution, who sit third, Fitzroy and Preston, both took out wins. So, this has to be the most important game right now for Evolution. They have to win. They have to keep the pressure on Preston, who they played last week, won against in a intense and maybe controversial match. Nonetheless, Hugh Beak, stopped there by Paige Daly, really good to get herself out. Block that lane, Hugh Beak's still on it. Corners herself, but wins herself a corner. Places it down. Might look for Rebecca Davies. Lurking it halfway. Not quite. Carlton send it long. Davies. That one off. Usually she's perfect with those passes. Starting slow, Rebecca Davies, but she'll get into it. Paige Daly picks up. Rolls down. Yang to Salakides. One rolls out, Carlton ball. Apologies, Evolution ball. And maybe Evolution goal. Just past that left-hand post, it's Molly Burke. I think she had goal of the week about 2 weeks ago, so that was... Shahata in there. Kubik might look for Davies, instead goes the line. Burke tries to turn, blocked off there by the gang. Notably, Carlton are without Emily Koss. And the last time, I think they had no Emily Koss last time they played Evolution also. And it dramatically affected their game plan. It dramatically affected how they played, because she's one of those players. But I wouldn't say it's all or nothing with Emily Koss. It's more of a case that she brings that extra fuel you need in these top of the table clashes. Davies to bring it in. She'll go down the line. Tries to find Hubik. Doesn't work. Talakidi, she'll dribble. Given away. Shahata plays it short. Burke out. Yeah, so right now Carlton are sitting about fourth on 30 points. This will cut the gap between themselves and Evolution just to 6, but it is still a long season. There are still a few games left, and they, while it's unlikely, can still challenge for the title. But again, let us know your thoughts. Who's going to win this game? Who's going to be the best player this game? Is that Emily Koss? Just to prove me wrong. I am so sorry to the Carlton squad out there. Totally didn't see her name on its team sheet. So she is playing. She is the fire they need to bring this game forward. And she will be a brilliant bonus to an already great Carlton side. Great shot off the bar. Davies Brings it left. Good save, Daly. Koss. Back to Begang. Trying to work something through. Break down this Evolution defense, and I don't think you can argue that. Oh! Rebecca Davies, as always, gets her name on the score sheet. And this time she's up more than you usually see her. Usually she scores a goal from around the halfway line and she just bangs them in. This time you see a real poacher's goal, makes the play, runs through, scores it. Carlton on the back foot, they'll need something. Chincotta. Begang finds Chincotta again, tries to go on her right, and that one takes a swing at it, but Amy Whiting right in front of goal. So unfortunate. Needed to get a stronger touch on it if she got a touch. It from this angle, you couldn't really tell, but definitely a danger zone chance there for Carlton. Big to take it in. Burke switches it back to Davies. Trying to go the other way. Out it goes for Capel. And Carlton to bring it in. Daly. Might go distant, didn't work. Coppell. Kubik from distance. And just the deflection off Begang to slow that ball's velocity. Enough for Paige Daly to pick it out. And before Rebecca Davies scored, I was just about to mention how good Evolution's defense has been this season. I would go as far as to say they have been the best defensive team in the league. Well, then looking at the stats, you could also argue Fitzroy. Ah! Capel makes it 2, same spot, same place, really off the post. Carlton look clueless as how to stop Evolution right now. Whatever the game plan is, it needs to change. It needs to adapt. It needs to cover that left-hand side of the field. Koss goes wide. Whiting. Really good pressure there from Davies. Switches. Hugh B could end it. Does. 3-0. What a finish. Unbelievable. A great team press, a beautiful switch. And Hubig ends it all with a brilliant goal. It's a timeout, we'll be right back.
Comes from a lot of hard work. Claudia Damasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attack is on for Preston. A few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia Damasi draws first blood for Preston. Preston set up on this occasion. Damasi is there. Oh! No. Slips through the near post. Preston with a very wild lucky shot. Just comes to collect Georgopoulos. Damasi is still there coming from Carlton. Catterwell slows it down a little bit. Georgopoulos comes in with the steal. Damasi! Claudia Damasi does what she does best. Forward pressure for Preston. Gets her.
Whichever way he could, you bulleting pass. Capiz heads it away. Pimenta. Oh,
Well, it's not exactly the start you thought Carlton would have had against Evolution. They've been defensively solid all season. And in a matter of 7 minutes, it's 3-0, and the game is looking very difficult for Hard to come back and win it. And I only say that just purely statistically, Evolution are perhaps the best defensive team in this league. There's no doubt about it. And I would put Fitzroy up there too. Them two are on a different level, and Preston as well, very good defensively, but I think Evolution, when you look at their team play, and they're just compact, they're very difficult to break down. And Rebecca Davies herself is a presence in that team. It's like when a player's right in front of her, they just get a little bit worse at shooting. She just has that ability to discourage you. Really good chip there from Davies. It only takes one to change a game, really, it does. Carlton Hart, if they get that one goal in this half, it's still open. 3-0 is in futsal, not such a big scoreline. We've seen teams do it time and time again. It only takes one. It's about breaking the deadlock. And getting that momentum. Daly picks it up. A little bit of an underhand scoop for Whiting. Didn't quite work. She was unable to get that foot up, make a touch. Very difficult position to play from that. You need the ball on the ground, on the floor, on the court. And then again, also consider that press there from Evolution, very dangerous. Capel, back turn, makes the most of it, finds Ubeek. In no rush, they start again, and that's an odd mistake there from Williams. You don't often see it. Koss takes it in. Touches through. Again, the ball given away in a matter of seconds. It's just Carlton are holding possession of the ball for about 5 seconds. Either getting a quick shot off or getting the ball dispossessed. Either way, it's a quick rush job at the moment. That's not going to win them this game. Duong. Salakides. Ball goes out again. There it is. 3 seconds. Evolution's ball again. And that has been the difference so far in this half. Who's kept the ball? Who has made the most of the ball? Williams again couldn't get that touch. And who ultimately is more comfortable on the ball? Whiting. There it is again. Loses it. Ubeek. Fakes wide, cuts inside. Davies steps up, finds Ubeek. Stuck on the right. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Daly bounces. Duong with a touch. He'll bring it up slowly. Look at this 3-person press. Finds the gap. Doesn't quite matter. Ubeek, as soon as that attacker, that pivot touches the ball, it's all over. She's there, she's pressing, she's pouncing. It's an interesting conundrum. You have to be quick with the ball, yet you can't give away the ball in a matter of seconds. You have to be almost pinpoint perfect against these teams. And that's why Evolution, they'll sit comfortably really in the top 3. And if they win this, they will go first after beating Preston last week. As we've said, it's really all up for grabs. You won't know who wins this league until the final match day. That I can tell you. I think that final match day is Fitzroy take on Evolution, so talk about absolute, the best of the best, the creme de la creme of matches. Wow. Williams takes a shot. Daly picks up, makes it look pretty easy. She'll roll wide. Tries to find Salakides on the inside. Cuts through, does successful, but not a touch enough. Williams again. Blocked well by Koss. Ubeek. Williams uses that sideline well. But in the end, it's Carlton's ball. Duong lurks in her own half. She'll play make. Koss. Brilliant from Ubeek. Shutting her down straight away. Again, that 3-person press here. Ready to pounce as soon as the ball is released from my foot. It's over. They press. It's a really brilliant tactic. Salakides. That is brilliant. Good idea too. Capel switches the ball. Tries to find just a player in the middle. Doesn't quite work, but the idea was fine. Koss. Phenomenal pass. Duong. Again. Something has to change because it's not working. Duong. Time going down. Has to give it away. Hubik in the middle. Duong just lets it run out. Hubik, Capel, and a really good save there. Paige Daly made it look easy. I don't think it was. I really think that was a difficult save. She just puts her hand there. Makes it look like it's nothing. Trying to find a way through again. Can't get the passes to go. That press is difficult. One thing about Carlton, and I'll give it to them, they're adaptable. One of the most adaptable teams in this league. I know Inchirisi will have watched this half and will make the necessary changes to try and give Carlton a chance in this game. Talakides with the overlap, runs it out. QB goes long. Talakides gets it off, switches. A bit of foul throw. Nonetheless, ball given away, Shahata. Burke. Somehow goes through. Capel. Will bring it in. Unbelievably, Rebecca Davies is not on the field. I think this is the first time in my life I've seen Rebecca Davies not be on the field for Revolution. It's unbelievable. Usually, in the entire game, it feels like she's on her points. It looks like she doesn't change in the way she plays either. Telling of a top player, I'll tell you that. Whiting. Nice triangle. Again, that press is just dogged. It's tough to beat. Any Carlton fans watching, what's going wrong in this game? Let us know. What can they do to change to bring it a little bit more fortuitous circumstance while we go into the second half, which will happen in 6 minutes. A lot can happen in 6 minutes, but if it's not a goal, it's going to be difficult to bring up the momentum, bring up the morale. Burke plays it through. Williams. Back again. Capel actually takes that shot. Player in front of her looked very contested and still took it. Duong. Talakides. Daly picks up. This is unbelievable. Look how high the Evolution players are playing. They step up to almost halfway. All of them. Just suffocating that offense. Hubik. Brilliant pass. Drills it through. Sharifi can make the difference if she gets a shot off. Doesn't, but it is Carlton's ball. Talakides will bring it in. There are a few options. Duong sitting near that logo, instead goes for Bagang, takes a shot. Ball doesn't get past the two-person wall. I'll get a second crack at it. Talakides. Williams, Hubik, Capel. way they passed the ball, apparently it was rolling there. Don't want to give the ball away in such a easy way, trivial way. It's just things that players should know, and that's an unfortunate way to give the ball away. Too big. What a pass that could have been. Pings it over Begang. It doesn't matter. Carlton win it. Sharifi. Nice bit of footwork. Out wide. Look at this chase. Talakides tries. It was a good idea, but again, it's the press. It's that darn press that is just so difficult. And it is working to perfection in this game, and there has to be absolute credit given. Williams, Ubik, Talakides right on her back. Forces a turnover. Maybe Carlton can start something here. Sharifi. Capel, and they'll just start again. Evolution in no rush, and yet they're playing such fluid futsal. Good shot there, Capel. Daly forced forward with a big long throw. Sharifi chasing Capel. Sticks a foot out. Forces Evolution back. Now they're trying to implement a press of their own. Worked quite well. Daly picks up. Was forced to rush out. Switches it. Begang. Out wide. Header by Capel. Stops that one. Talakides most likely will go back. She does. Burke. Look how much space Ubik has there. Davies on. Cuts through. Goes back. Burke. Williams. She'll try from the right hand. Sharifi. Counter-attack Carlton. Sharifi lobs it through. Doesn't matter. It's Rebecca Davies. That one player you don't want to see on offense or defense. Unbelievable. She's on for about 30 seconds. It's a goal already. What a game she's having. Unbelievable. Carlton in trouble. There's nothing else to say. It's 4-0. It is 4-0. Anyone who predicted this scoreline, I'll tell you, you must have won a lot of money with the bookies, because no one predicted this. This has been absolute utter control. Utter dominance. Davies a little bit too fancy with it. Might work. Williams! Wow, wow, wow. 5-0. Unbelievable. So open. And as a poacher does, finds that space, puts it in. Unbelievable. You might be looking to yourself and thinking, I don't know if you can come back from this. I don't know if you can come back from 5-0 at halftime. It's very difficult. Truly. If you want a lesson in how futsal should be played, this half has been utter perfection from Evolution. Not flashy, not fun, but it does get the job done. That high press wins the ball back. It's brilliant. It's caught Carlton by surprise, and they'll need to adapt to survive this game. It is 5-0 at halftime. Evolution lead. Stick around and see if Carlton can do the impossible.
Out wide here to Williams. Fitzroy sending a very strong message earlier in the night, Han, as there might be another one in. It is 4-0. I was saying Fitzroy sent a very strong message against Eastern in the first match of the night.
Preston is just so quick down the line.
Right. Oh, it's in. Maybe brain won't work. That was a phenomenal finish. Sandy's doing her taunting a little bit.
A little bit, and she slots it through. Claudia DeMasi with her fifth. Catch balls to use. Sydney Allen to
That's
Claudia
it.
DeMasi. Scoring her second for this. Comes from a lot of hard work. Claudia DeMasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attack is on for Preston. A few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia DeMasi draws first blood for Preston. Preston set up on this occasion. DeMasi is there.
Oh, no!
Slips through the near post. Preston with a very wild, lucky shot. Just comes to collect Georgopoulos. DeMasi is still there coming from Carlton. Catterwell slows it down a little bit. Georgopoulos comes in with the steal. DeMasi! Claudia DeMasi does what she does best. Forward pressure for Preston. Gets her.
Whichever way he could, you bulleting pass. Capiz heads it away. Pimenta, oh, lovely work through the cake hole. Enrique Pimenta. What a finish that was.
Straight back in it. This is an all or nothing second half for Carlton Heart, really. It's 5-0. Evolution were as good as you could be to perfect in that first half. Really difficult to break down. I don't think Carlton had a single shot that was threatening. But if you have watched Carlton throughout this season, there's one thing that they do well. It's just their adaptability in games. And the coaching staff on that team throughout the men's, women's, youth, this is a club that knows how to get results when things don't go their way, when it becomes difficult. It's difficult right now, and we're going to have to hope that Intrisi made the necessary changes to the system to take on this just gargantuan side Evolution have been throughout this season. One of the best defensive and offensive teams, I think, that have, in a personal opinion, that you have ever seen in this league. Juggernauts this season. Shahada will take the ball. Rolls to Davies. Quick with it. Williams switches. Good press there from Duong. Last touch off her, it seems. Hubik. Back to Davies. But even from there, she's so dangerous. Look at that movement through. Nice and flashy. Doesn't quite work. Chincotta looking for that byline. Ball goes out. Very safe spot there. Use that byline. Every time they knock the ball, it's a throw in or a kick in. Somehow it doesn't even feel like that. Evolution have been dangerous than any Carlton fan watching. Let us know your thoughts. As an unbelievable shot, really unbelievable. Jelly had no chance if it had been a little lower. Koss. Chincotta unable to make that touch. Very difficult one at that. Emily Koss, usually the difference maker. Marked out of this game, forced to play a little bit deeper to try and circumvent the attacking masterclass of Evolution. And with that, unable to make the plays necessary. Daly. Koss. Chincola guarded by Davies. Brilliant play, not on the same wavelength though. Davies picks up, goes wide. Williams loses sight of the ball for a second, and a second's all you need. Carlton's ball, Koss. Playing quickly. Again, it's an interesting conundrum. You have to play quickly, yet they're playing a little too quickly, they lose the ball. You have to play quick and keep the ball. It's so difficult. Easier said than done. I sit here knowing that. Hubik, a little bit of space there. Take the shot if she wants. Instead, finding the right pass. Molly Berg crosses it across. Sharifi looks to turn, doesn't work. Burke tries to find Williams, retreats to Davies, and look at that, absorbs the pressure. Says, come and get me. Burke. Hubik. Finds herself on the other side. Kicked out well there from McGang. Hubik. Williams switches it to Hubik on that left-hand side. What a strike. Equally, what a block there from Sharifi. Comes off now for Whiting. Paige Daly. Again, looks long. Might be the most interesting tactic for Carlton to try and get a goal right now. It is getting them open, and if she puts that ball in the right spot, Shahada has no shot at stopping it. Davies switches again. Williams. Look at that, on the wavelength. It's clear that they've practiced that a million times. I'll tell you, that was brilliant. Davies just puts it a little bit too long. Koss. Bagang. Once again, the ball, in a matter of seconds, falls to Evolution. Capel. Unfortunate mistake. And they'll have to absorb the pressure here. It's Carlton. It's a corner. It's possibly a chance to strike one back. Ooh. Inches wide, I'll tell you that. Inches wide. Davies in the middle. Capel back to Davies. That was brilliant from Emily Koss. She gave everything at it just to stop Rebecca Davies right in front of goal. It's almost a guaranteed goal when she's there. Brilliant. Daly. Long ball. Header Whiting. And Shahada had it covered. That tactic, very dangerous for Carlton. If they get it right, that will result in a goal. Bagang pushes up high. They might regret it now. Williams. I think that strikes just the absolute corner of that right spot, top hand corner. Post header. Whiting. Carlton's go-to tactic right now. Trying to get that ball directly on her head where she can make magic with it. It's looking to work. And once again, talk about adaptability. They've attempted that play, I think, about 3 times in a row now. 3 times in a row. They see it's working. They see they're going to get a goal from it. It's just as long as Whiting puts that ball in the right spot. They need to watch are Evolution's counter-attacks that will result in them plunging players forward, trying to get that first goal. Remember, that first goal changes everything. Chincotta dances with it. Koss guarded well from Capel. Forced left. Gets a strike on it. That's never going in. Whiting. Koss given away. Kubik. Davies. Paige Daly does enough. Goes long. Chincotta. Great touch. Looks back. Whiting sends it long, sends it high. That could have ended the game right there. Rebecca Davies and Mary Hubig linking up front. One more, it's certainly over. Bagang turns her body. Couldn't put that ball on target. Williams, Burke, suffocated, forced into the corner. Turnover it was. Emily Koss walks it, looks up, needs something. Chincotta. Duong, back to Koss. Really good play there in the middle, but as soon as she touches the ball yet again, two players are on her straight away. Nice back heel. Chincotta lays it off to Whiting. Might look for an over top ball. That was the idea. Hubik goes long. Great touch there from Emily Koss. Whiting looks for the back heel, tries to out-strength. One-on-one, Mary Hubik. It's so difficult. She is just physically one of the most intimidating players on a field at all times. She's so aggressive. And that aggression is part of what makes her the reigning MVP. And one of the best players in the league. Koss goes right to Whiting. But again, struggling to keep the ball on the ground while circumventing Evolution's defense. Hubik over the bar. You won't see that again tonight. Right there, she usually is gold. Daly, Whiting! I think there's a foul there. It was an apparent push. She got her head to it, just clips the bar, goes over. Just 12 minutes left in this one. It's 5-0. It's all about making it look like less of a blowout. Chincotta. Burke straight away there. Thinks it might have taken a touch off either Chincotta or Koss. It didn't. And even more surprising, it's a free kick. Emily Koss stands behind this one. What will she do? Goes for the shot, unsuccessful. Needs a throw in, time running low. Shahata, that's enough to stop it. Burke goes back to Hubik. Just rolls it out. Hubik. Burke. Long ball, Williams. Great touch. Whiting again. She's been the danger woman for Carlton. It hasn't resulted in a goal, but the chances have doubled. Begang. Duong. Whiting. Place it forward. Once again, right into the hands of Maggie Shahata, as she likes it. Kubik touches through in the middle. Look at this play now. It's quick, it's fast, it's working. Back to Burke. That was from Williams. Kubik takes her on one-on-one. Emily Koss there shuts it down instantaneously. And Amy Whiting wasn't quite ready for that one. Williams. Back to Hubig, goes long, Capel. Had Williams instead tried to be a little bit fancy. Whiting! Hubig. Cuts inside. Oh, that is brilliant. Blocked out once again by Emily Koss. She'll go back. Carlton are just fighting for that one goal. That first goal. But it hasn't worked. The formula has just struggled to break down the brilliance of Evolution tonight. That's all I can say. Rebecca Davies back on. I think she replaced Sophie Williams. Begang. Whiting looking for a shot. Now she's in trouble. Koss. Begang. Hubik chases. The way she scans. That time was forced into trouble, but the way she scans the pitch of the court. 2 seconds, looks up, Emily Koss, unbelievable. Right at the back post, and it's gold any other day of the week, but Wednesday, the 15th. Unbelievable, that was just so close. Unable to get that necessary touch that leads to a goal. In the end, Paige Daly will regain the ball, decides not to go long. Plays it short to Duong. Chincotta launches it through, intercepted. There's Hubik on the left foot. And into that new updated corridor with that brilliant, I guess, red carpet we'll call it. Either way, it's still 5-0. There will be a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Oh, it's in. Maybe brain won't work. That was a phenomenal finish. Sandy taunting a little bit.
A little bit, and she slots it through. Claudia DeMasi with a fifth. Balls to use. Sydney Allen to Claudia DeMasi. Scoring her second for this. Comes from a lot of hard work. Claudia DeMasi on her own, and this time round it hit the post, but it's found its way to the back of the net. Shuts that down. Counter-attackers on Preston, a few opportunities coming her way to now two. And who's there in the back post? Claudia DeMasi draws first blood for Preston. Preston set up on this occasion. DeMasi is there. Oh! Slips through the near post. Preston with a very well lucky shot.
Right back into it. It's 5-0. There's 6 minutes left. Will it stay the same scoreline, or will Carlton manage to scrape a few goals back as the time dies down, who knows? But at the moment, Evolution have been unbreakable. There have been a few tactics that Carlton have used to try and break that scoring duck. They haven't been able to get that first one. One of those tactics includes lobbing that ball to Amy Whiting. It's gotten a few really decent chances, but the ball has always been claimed by Maggie Shahada or the crossbar, as you saw there. Look at that turn there from Burke. That's brilliant. Davies, so much space, so much time, no one pressing her, gives it back. Burke again finds Davies. Capel, and she just uses her size to her advantage. Amy Whiting, no chance to block that ball. Davies back to her opponent. Look at the way she manages to turn. So quick, so effortless. Hubik back to Burke. Capel. Hubik. Unbelievable. That has to be one of the most fluid, beautiful goals you'll ever see. Mary Hubik finishes off. Brilliant team play. Really, really good. And it's 6-0. And the dagger has been thrusted much deeper into that cut Carlton have already had to deal with tonight. At the moment, it's just, can they score? Can they break their scoring duct? They're a good enough team, it just hasn't worked tonight. Ball goes long, Shahada picks up, goes to Davies. Someone should be pressing her at that moment. Amy Whiting intercepts. That might be a Carlton ball. The referee agrees. Began to take it. Options look very covered. Shahada stops it. Davies paces it. Davies. Look at that fight, but covered well from Carlton. Whiting switches. Begang. Once again, finds Chincotta. Whiting shoots. That has been some of the best play from Carlton all night. Unable to beat those wall of defenders. It's the most difficult part. Begang. Looks for Duong, perhaps. She does. Duong will take it forward. Chincotta gets it again, takes the shot. Shahada gets low. Gets the ball, rolls it quickly. Burke might go for the long distance shot. Instead plays the ball to Rebecca Davies, who flicks it on to Mary Hubik, winning a corner for Evolution. Chincotta. Koss looks for that near post. A little bit too wide. Williams strikes it well. Unbelievable strike that Paige Daly does there. That was so accurate. Imagine it was on target. Imagine that went in. Whiting cuts onto her right. Koss has to score it. Unbelievable from Shahada. One-on-one, it's the most difficult chance of their game, and she unbelievably saves that. Gets down low, denies Emily Koss. That save needs to be appreciated. Williams. Double, doesn't matter. Davies looks for Burke. Approaches the sideline. Puts Hubik in a bit of trouble. She gets out of it. That ball seams in from this angle. And the referees decide to call it back for a free kick rather than letting Mary Hubik play on. Burke, Hubik. Back to goal. Davies That's an odd pass, didn't work, needs to block out. Twong! Unbelievable defense from Rebecca Davies. It seems a certain goal. Carlton will try again. Whiting. Chincotta. Whiting again. Tries to go back heel to Duong. Kosh cuts in. Shahada picks up easily. Hubik. Out of options, goes back to Davies. Tries that little Trivella outside of the foot pass. Can't quite find her player. Duong switches. Burke picks up. She's been outstanding tonight. There hasn't been a single player from the Evolution side who hasn't played at least an 8 out of 10. Looks like Whiting might set up for a long throw. She can win that header on Hubik. Hubik is a little shorter than her and uses her body to perfection there. Pushes her out, gets her out of position. That's what you need. That's why she's the MVP. Koss. Last touch seems to be on Shahada. Really good shot. Koss. Still on, still can't break. The Evolution back to Daly. Lobs it over, Koss won't get it. Back to Shahada. Williams down the line. Hubik might try and go forward. Instead leaves it for Davies. Williams. Hubik. Cuts through. That's Hubik. That's going to be a goal. No, it's not. Paige Daly picks up. Incredible to keep her composure in such a tense situation. Once again, Emily Koss off. There's 9 seconds. This is not the result anyone could have expected, predicted, thought about. But at full time, you don't have to blink twice. It's Evolution 6, Carlton 0. We'll have a player interview right after this. Don't go away.
Whichever way he could, you bulleting pass. Capiz heads it away. Pimenta, oh, lovely work through the cake hole. Enrique Pimenta. What a finish that was. The Brazilian just turned it on. What an absolute finish that one.
Out wide here to Williams. Fitzroy sending a very strong message earlier in the night, Han, as there might be another one in. It is 4-0. I was saying Fitzroy sent a very strong message against Eastern in the first match of the night.
Well, welcome back to the post-match interview. I'm with Jacinta, head coach of Evolution. What a game. I mean, seriously, I don't think anyone would have predicted a 6-0 win against Carlton Heart, and you must be so happy with the performance tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think every single time we play Carlton Heart, it's always a big contest. They always come in super fired up, and so do we. So we were expecting a really tough game tonight, and even though it was 6-0, it definitely wasn't an easy game. I think things just clicked for us tonight. We were able to play some really free-flowing, attractive futsal, one touch, a lot of nice passing combinations that ended in some nice goals. We probably could have got a few more goals as well. We were a bit unlucky with the crossbar and the post, but overall really happy with the performance tonight from the girls.
Besides the offensive display, which was brilliant, and Rebecca Davies was she was more forward than usual tonight, and she scored a few goals, was brilliant. The defensive display was amazing. The high press that you played against Carlton, I mean, just tell me about that, because every time they got the ball, there was a player pouncing straight away. I've never seen a press like it.
Yeah, I think that for us tonight, we had one player on the bench, so we were almost going to come in a little bit conservative with our pressing, but we started to creep up slowly with our pressing as the game went on, and yeah, we were able to pounce on some of their touches and more defensive kind of errors. But yeah, look, in terms of our pressing display, we always try and go out with a lot of intensity and a lot of energy, and yeah, it normally does quite well for us, so happy to get the 3 points tonight from that too.
So this is now the tail end of the season. There's a few more matches. This is really where it's decided. What message do you want to send to the other clubs? Obviously, this is a big message, beating Carlton Heart 6-0, particularly to Preston and Fitzroy. What type of performance do you think this brings within the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's a big one. I think, like, now, you're right, it's coming to the end of the season. I think there's 4 or 5 games left. It's, every single game counts. Every single 3 points is absolutely crucial. It's really just whoever drops points first. And but, yeah, we're really just trying to take it one game at a time. I think beating a team like Carlton is obviously super important. But from now on, whether it's Carlton, whether it's any of the other teams in the league, 3 points is 3 points. So we just have to go out really hard every single week and yeah, try and do the double, try and get the double championship back to back, but we'll see what happens. Okay,
last question. I won't keep you too long. You've witnessed every player in this league, courtside, obviously. Who do you think is leading your MVP race right now?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I mean, I'm a little bit more biased, so I think that I think Mary Hugh Beak is definitely up there again. I think she got the first player of the month for the season. I can't remember who the last few ones were, but I think Mary and Becca are always up there, so hopefully one of them can pinch it again this season too.
Unbelievable. Thank you for coming for an interview, Jacinta. And
Thanks so
here's
much.
to Evolution going back to back, and maybe Mary Hugh Beat going back to back. We'll thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week for more serious futsal action.
Thank you.